Hey man, how's it going? So I just wanted to go ahead and record this video for you of just 3 tips that I found. I think if you implement these, you're going to start seeing a lot more traffic to your website, which is going to start leading to a lot more calls. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Your site design, by the way, is awesome. As far as visuals and aesthetics, it really does look well. The only issue though is your site's not really getting a whole lot of traffic. If we were to go over to Google and type in roofing Fayetteville and see, we're going to see that you're not in this map pack and you're not in these organic listings down below on the first page. And that's really important because nobody's going to pages 2, 3, 4, or 5 when their roof is leaking and it's an emergency. They're really only going to whoever is on the first page. And actually, for this keyword in particular, this phrase, it's got 400 searches every single month. That's basically an audience of 400 people that you're in front of when you're on the first page. And right now, you guys are kind of missing out on that. So let's go ahead and talk about why this map pack tongue twister is so important and how you can actually get in there. And basically, this map pack, this is where 70 to 80% of the business is starting to go down, because as people continuously use their smartphones, they're greeted with this as like the very first thing, and there's usually like a click to call feature, which makes it really, really easy, and they're given 3 choices, and again, people don't like to scroll. So how do you actually get in here? Well, it's through these things called citations, and all a citation really is your business's information listed in different roofing directories all across the web. There's hundreds of these. Some of them are paid, some of them are unpaid, or free, I should say. Usually the paid ones are a little bit better, but the more of these you have, the better. The higher Google is going to rank you. Now, you can't just go out and spam them, but when you do it the right way, you add a certain amount each month, you'll eventually have more than they do, and you'll beat them out, and you'll be taking the top spot in this map pack, which is exactly what you guys would need to get more traffic to your site. The next thing that we're going to talk about are these organic listings down below. These are basically the most authoritative listings because they're the ones that show up first. They're the ones that gets all the clicks. Now, nobody cares about Home Advisor, Owens Corning, BBB, Angie's List anymore. Nobody cares because, as you're well aware, people will plug in their information. They'll get hit up by like 5 different contractors, and it sucks for both parties because, one, the customer's hit up and bothered all the time, so they hate it. And you guys also hate it because your lead, or what you thought was your lead, is non-exclusive and is being passed around to everybody else, and that winds up driving the prices down. It's a race to the bottom. It's not cool. The only one who wins is typically Home Advisor or Angie's List. But it sucks. So what people actually do now is they want to deal with one company and one company only, and that's usually who's ever on the first page listed first. And in this case, it's Blue Ribbon Roofing. Once again, they're on the first page in 2 different spots. That's a lot of real estate that they're taking up on the first page. So how did they actually get here, and how much value is there in this spot? Well, they got here through these things called backlinks. They have a lot of them, and all a backlink really is your website's link listed on another website that refers back to you. It's kind of like a vote. The more votes you have, the better. The higher Google's going to rank you, especially when you have them from a lot of different sources. Now, very similarly to citations, you can't just go out and spam these, okay? Google's pretty smart. I think we can all agree. Google's pretty smart. They know when they're getting played, so you can't just go out and spam them. But if you apply a solid backlinking strategy, you will eventually top these guys out, and you will rank above them, and you will get all the traffic that they're getting. Now, how much traffic are they actually getting from being in this spot? Well, if we go over here, we can see they're getting 117 people visiting their traffic or visiting their site every single month. That's a lot of traffic, okay? And that's traffic they're getting for free just by being in that spot. That's basically about $1,000 worth of free traffic they're getting just from sitting there. And that traffic value amount, that's basically calculated as like, if you were to take, say $1,000, throw it to Google, have them run some ads, they would direct that many people to your site every single month. But the issue is that's crap traffic because a lot of people click ads accidentally, or they have ad blockers up, Or sometimes competition, they'll just go in and they'll run your ad budget up and you're not going to get anything out of it. But the one thing you can't fake is organic rankings. You can't fake organic traffic like this. And they're really benefiting from it. Just imagine, for just 1 second, just imagine that they have a really, really crappy closing rate over there, which I'm sure they don't, but let's just assume so. Let's just say 10%. That's still 12 extra jobs they're doing each month, which, is roughly $120,000 worth of revenue. That's a lot. That's a lot of value right there. I just really want to stress that. They've got 619 votes from 110 different sources, so they've done a really solid strategy here. They're also ranking for 152 different keywords, and this is pretty much like 152 different names in the hat. If you want to think of it like that, they've got 152 different chances of showing up in search. If we were to compare them to you, though, okay, you've only got 11 votes from 9 different sources. You've got 41 different names in the hat, and only 4 people visiting your site every single month, with about a $20 page traffic value. So there's a lot of work here that needs to be done. So if you were to add those backlinks, add those citations, that's really going to pull you up. And this next thing that will really put you over the top is more content on your website altogether. So ranking for 41 keywords, that's not bad, but they're ranking for 152. And you guys want to be as competitive as possible. So what they've done is they have 136 different pages about roofing. And information is really important to Google. It's one of the most important ranking factors, aside from citations and backlinks, is content and information. And they have a lot of it. Okay, I would say that their homepage has a little bit less content than yours does. Your homepage is really thorough, and that's great. I'd still say we need to add some more content to this homepage, probably in the neighborhood of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content, and 500 words for each service page you have. But we would really need to up the amount of pages you have. Okay, you've only got 23 compared to their 136. That's not enough for Google to say, hey, you guys are the local knowledge leaders in the industry. They need to see it through the content demonstrated on your site. And just as proof as to how important this is, if we were to go to Google, type in Mike Tyson, like I've got pulled up here, his Wikipedia page shows up first, not his actual website, which is listed down below. Now, why might that be? Well, as we all know, Wikipedia's got information on everything, literally everything, right? And they have the most information about Mike Tyson on this page compared to all the listings down below. So that's why Google's ranked them to the top for it. So now imagine this at a local level where you have so much information on your website, and you've got your backlinks, and you've got your citations, and now you're taking up the top 1, 2, 3, 4 spots on Google because you have the most information to display. That's really going to help bring you to the top. It's going to drive so much traffic to your site, and you're going to be seeing a lot more calls coming your direction. So I hope all those tips were helpful. If you got any questions, feel free to reach back out. Maybe I could score some extra credit out of it. I don't know. But hey, again, hope these were helpful. Take care. Have a great day.